Hey everybody, this is Howie, and you are watching the Bowtie Psychic on YouTube. I'm a psychic and intuitive medium who focuses on generational trauma and ancestral healing through divination. Welcome. For the month of June, I am doing videos for zodiac signs, and it's Scorpio's turn this time around. So, if this resonates with you, this reading, if it resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, please subscribe to the video, share, like, comment, tell your friends about me. The more people that hear the messages, the better. Um, and also, if you're interested in a more in-depth reading, you can reach out to me at bowtiepsychic at gmail.com, or go to the website, the bowtiepsychic.com website, to basically book a reading. So, um, y'all have 4 cards already here, Scorpio, and it doesn't surprise me that they're all green because y'all are Earth signs, and so a lot of them are upside down. You have 3 cards that are upside down too, and so the first thing I got is that your secrecy and your need for secrecy is breaking down, um, but because it's a Scorpio, not the Scorpio sign, but because it's still Cancer season, you are not as I'm getting that you're not as affected, or at least you're not showing it on the outside. Um, you're literally like keeping it together, and basically like crying behind closed doors. That's what it seems. That's what I'm getting. Um, you're literally like, I'm feeling a lot of heart stuff right now, which tells me that there's a lot of heartache, even though there's like love, that need for love. Um, is a combination of elation because of finding someone that you resonated with, and like this fear that is going to come apart. So this whole thing I'm getting is like the spread that I received. Um, from what I've seen, it's about love and desire. It's about love and desire, um, and opening up to whomever you are interested in. So the King of Earth I received is the card I received, and what this card is saying is that it is upside down. And so what this card is saying is that when it comes to your emotional state, um, you are to release any fear of being hurt, even though this is an Earth card, because the King of Earth is a person who's very grounded, in themselves, very grounded in their emotional state, their mental state, their like literally their physical state as well. Like they are very grounded and very comfortable in their own skin, and very comfortable in who they are, even on a physical level. And so, what I'm getting from the Earth card, straight up and flat out, is that a lot of you are, even though it comes to loving a person and wanting to love a person, I'm getting that a lot of y'all are not comfortable in your own skin because you feel like something's going to go wrong. Like, you want to tell this person everything about you, all about you. You want to tell this person, or a few people, you just want to share yourself with these folks, and or whomever you are attached to, whether it be a platonic relationship or not. Um, I'm just getting that there is like this fear of, this person is going to fuck me up. This person is going to hurt me. This person is not going to like me for who I am. I am going to be too much for this person. Um, I'm just getting that you're afraid of being let down. Um, I'm also getting like a level of impatience, as well. You're like impatient with yourself, impatient with the person that you're with. Like, you don't want them to like. I'm getting, you don't want them to just not be disappointed or to cling on to you in any way, shape, or form. I'm also getting, you just, that's what it is. You don't want to get your hopes up because if that person clings onto you or you cling onto that person and it doesn't work out, chances are you're going to feel awkward about it. And so it's like you're literally just like you wish for this relationship to work out, um, but at the same time, there's like this level of fear as what's going to happen. How does this person feel? How does this person feel about me? Really, you don't really show it on the outside. Whatever you're feeling, you don't show it on the outside at all. It's usually something that you keep to yourself, which causes anxiety too. So it's just best for you to be honest with where you are, be honest with yourself, and possibly be honest with the person that you're with. Because I'm just feeling a lot of anxiety around, and a lot of around like basically hard stuff. I'm feeling a lot of hard stuff around um, how you feel about this particular person, whether or not they really do care about you in that way. Um, I'm also getting the desire card upside down. Yeah, like I'm just getting like you're holding back a lot of yourself. You're holding back a lot of yourself. This person doesn't even know how you truly feel about them. This person doesn't know, um, Scorpio, how you feel about them. It's as if like you're holding back until you get to know this person. And I understand that especially if there's like you moving slow or something like that. Um, but I'm also getting too that you're really holding back your emotions and really holding back your feelings. A lot of that energy is being used on um, holding back and not allowing this person to see your authentic self and to see your desires and to see who you really are. That's a lot of energy that you like to. That's a lot of energy that you're putting out there. As far as how you want people to perceive you, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It never made any sense to me. Um, I don't understand the secrecy. There's a reason for it. But as far as you finding somebody you connect with, I'm getting um, there's no need to put that out there. That you are someone else when you're one way, when you're really somebody else. And so what this card is saying is that it's time for you to stop playing. Basically, it's time for you to stop telling yourself this story, this story of basically stop like holding back and telling a whole different story when you have a whole nother one that involves how you really feel about a particular person or how you feel about them. Because if they're intuitive enough, they're going to see through that anyhow. If they're intuitive enough or they're a spiritual person, they're going to see through that anyhow. It doesn't make any sense, especially if you and this person already meshed. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. If you like, it's okay. This person is not going to hurt you in other ways, shape, or form. This person is not going to hurt you. Whomever you are with, they're not going to hurt you. Okay. This has all this stuff, all this secrecy that you're putting up with, or having the person put up with. Um, this is more coming from you than that other person. That other person wants to be around you and adores you in every way, shape, and form. But they also, and they get that you're like wanting to take things slow, but they also want you to be honest with them about certain things without going deep and dark. Okay, unless you're ready to um, put all that out there. You know what I mean? There's no need for you to I'm just getting like you have this desire to be open. You have this desire to be open to the person that you are interested in, but there's that fear of being hurt, and there's that fear of, all that static around whether or not that person wants to be with you. Um, it's not. It's causing a lot of anxiety within you, which will ultimately, you know, put put the situation as far as y'all being together at risk if you're not being yourself. And this is why you got the 10 of upside down, you have the 10 of earth. Okay? Basically, you're not allowing yourself to start over. You're not allowing yourself to be present. You're not allowing yourself to be your authentic self because of the fear of being hurt. Because of the fear of you not only being hurt, but the information that you put out there being used against you in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety around movement and around what does that mean? Thank you. There's a lot of anxiety around moving forward with relationships. There's a lot of anxiety around. Um, there's a lot of anxiety around vulnerability. I'm just getting like that's what's holding you back, Scorpio. That's what's holding you back. This need to be secretive, and this need to um or this desire to hide behind a mask and hide behind and what makes it so bad is that you're an awesome person otherwise. You're an awesome person otherwise. It's just that you allow past hurts and you allow past stories to basically write another narrative that is not exactly true. You're a very open and honest and very gentle person deep down. You have emotions deep down. You have vulnerabilities deep down. Beneath the facade of being this badass or being a person who is um, very mature and you are mature. Let me go back. But this facade that you put out there that nothing hurts you. This facade that you put out there that you're impenetrable for whatever reason, like whatever armor that you put on it, like it can't not be dented in any way, shape, or form. Cancer season is not allowing you to lie to yourself anymore. Cancer season is not allowing you, at least this year, you're not being allowed to play yourself the way you usually do. You're not being allowed to play yourself any longer. If you what I'm getting from this entire spread, that if you are desiring a much more meaningful relationship with other people, whether it be platonic or romantic, you are to learn to open yourself up and not be so afraid to be vulnerable. This is a time for you to actually manifest, real, true friendships and relationships. We have the power to do that. We all possess the power to do that. For Scorpios, you're literally this year, you're being told to basically to stop running this narrative of 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 you're to stop running this narrative of being uh, being unapproachable and being emotionally unavailable. This is not okay at all. It is definitely not okay for you. It is not okay for the people that you are dealing with either, romantic, platonic, or otherwise. This is not it. This ain't it. So basically, you have a choice. You have a choice. Either you can choose to play this narrative, play the narrative of you being the unapproachable one, the non-vulnerable one, or you can open yourself up and allow people to love you, and allow people to love you the way you deserve to be loved. See, not everyone is out here trying to play you. Not everyone is a reenactment of your past. Not everyone is a reenactment of what happened to you. Not everyone is a reenactment of what happened. Not everyone is a reenactment. So this is literally the time, Scorpio, for you to release a lot of release that narrative that you are that in order for you to navigate through this world, you are to protect yourself from the outside. You have to, or to protect your heart, or to protect your spirit in some way, shape, or form. It's okay to protect yourself because protecting yourself, especially if you are an intuitive, excuse me, or someone who does spiritual work, you know, it's definitely paramount for you to do that. Especially when you're, if you're usually the one to be surrounded by people, by either psychic vampires or people who are trying to take your energy, do the work necessary to protect yourself. That's not um, that's definitely not a problem, you know. But when it comes to individuals that you care about, individuals that you are wishing to be um, more close to, is really okay. Is really okay to to open up to them. It's okay because the people who really love you are not going to go out of their way to hurt you. And if they do, in some way, shape, or form, or if they do hurt you, if they do hurt you unintentionally, it's okay for you to speak up as well. Let's say like, yo, this shit is not okay, without wanting to to shut off and throw them out. You know what I mean? But you also have the tendency to do this. You have the tendency to throw people away um, when they don't show up the way you expect them to. When they do one thing to hurt you unintentionally, and one thing that triggered you in some way, shape, or form, you have a tendency to say, I'm not going to open myself up to that person any longer. Sometimes there's no conversation, you just ghost. It is not okay. It's not okay anymore. So it's okay for you. So basically, with this card, I guess it has something to do with you being vulnerable, letting your desires be heard, but also to uh, give the chance to people who have not intentionally hurt you to explain themselves in some way, shape, or form because they may not even understand why you're so mad. So, yeah, like this is a time. This is the time for y'all to be vulnerable, and to let go of that story that people are out to hurt you. To let go of that story that people are out to just destroy your heart. But in actuality, there are people out here who really do love you and want to get to know you. But there are times when you're just emotionally unavailable. So that's all I have for Scorpios. If this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, you can subscribe to the Bowtie Psychic YouTube channel. You can like and share, comment. Um, Also, like, will you like please like, but basically subscribe is what I'm asking you to do because you'll never miss another video. And you'll get messages like this often. Also, I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on my website. So thebowtiepsychic.com is where you can go to get all kinds of content, and you can also book appointments to get a reading. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your energy, and I just really appreciate you. So until next time, peace.